Good morning, boys and girls. Today is Thursday, April 17th. It is day 4 of our life cycle of a chicken unit out of 21 days. We're going to start with a quick review of the things we've learned over the past 3 days. So on day 1, we learned 3 vocabulary words: incubator, chicken, eggs. We learned that on day 1, the head, brain, and eyes began to form. On day 2, we learned the difference between a hen and a rooster. We learned our first verb, to observe, which means to watch carefully. And then on day 2, we learned that the veins and heart begin to form and the heart begins to beat. We're having some very creative writing about these things each day. Yesterday, we learned that the earliest stage of development in anything, any life cycle, is called an embryo. And then we had our second verb, to rotate, which means to turn over. We learned that in nature, the hen will turn over the eggs about 3 times a day so that the embryo doesn't get stuck to one side or the other. When she stands up to go get food or water or go to the bathroom, she turns the eggs over. Yesterday, the beak, wings, and legs began to form, and this is what the embryo looked like. And then for today, on day 4, we have 2 new vocabulary words: nest and life cycle. And then something very wet and strange is starting to form today on the embryo. We have the tongue beginning to form. So our writing today is going to talk about what would it feel like if you were the chick inside the egg and all of a sudden this wet thing appeared in your mouth. What do you think you would do with it? What do you think you would be thinking about it? So that's what our writing is going to be about today. The 2 vocabulary words I want to talk about for just a minute. Nest is a place made out of straw where a hen lays her eggs. So if you keep domesticated chickens in a coop at your house, they will build their own nest, or you can buy little nesting pads that go into the nesting box. They want to keep the nest totally clean. Animals are funny. We've learned a little bit about rabbits throughout the year, how they make burrows in the ground, and they'll dig a tunnel over here to sleep in, but then they'll dig a tunnel over here to, poop in or have food in. They don't want to do those things in the same area. Chickens are the same way. So they will not poop in their nest. They will only keep the nest clean as a place to lay their eggs. Now, in a chicken coop, you might have 18 or 20 or 25 hens in there, and they will share nests. So you can have 6 or 8 hens who lay in the same nest. After a while, if you leave the eggs in the nest, one of those hens will decide to become broody. That's what it's called when they go and sit on top of the eggs and lay and claim those eggs as hers. So even though there may have been 6 or 8 other hens who laid eggs there, one hen will claim them as hers. And she'll start that process of sitting on top of them for 21 days. Then when those chickens hatch, even though she's not the one who laid all of them, they will become hers. She will become their mom. They'll follow her around everywhere and listen to her, and she will take care of them. Life cycle is the stage that a living thing goes throughout its life. So we've talked about the life cycle of a pumpkin this year. We're looking right now at the life cycle of caterpillars becoming butterflies. And then with the life cycle of a chicken, you have the egg, which becomes the embryo. And then the embryo hatches after 21 days. You have a chick, and about 4 months, between 4 and 5 months, that chicken is full grown and starts to lay eggs of their own. So this is day 4. I'm so excited. We have 17 days left. Now I'm going to show you just very quickly on our incubator. We're not quite ready to do it today, but what we're going to start doing probably tomorrow is taking some of these lighter colored eggs out, putting them on our candler on the top, and seeing if we can see which ones are fertilized and which ones are not. So we will have to discard the ones that are not fertilized, and we will keep the ones that are fertilized and have embryos growing inside. You guys will help me determine that on the video tomorrow. Okay, thank you for joining us on our journey. Today is day 4. We have 17 days left. How exciting!